I'm with the Do-It-Yourself Home Sellers Kit, and this is a special presentation about how to post your home on Zillow the correct way so that you can save thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars when you sell your home yourself, and how to avoid paying those extra costly commissions to a buyer's agent. Now, this is no guarantee, but I'm going to show you the most secret ninja skills way to do this so that you can have the best chance at selling your home without the help of a buyer's agent. Now, you may say, well, I don't want to cooperate with buyers. Well, that's great. Then you definitely have to watch this video because there's a lot of sneaky things that you have to be aware of, that is just kind of a way of doing business with Zillow and with with any business, I guess, in a sense, but really particularly we're talking about Zillow here today. So you'll notice I'm on Zillow.com. I'm searching for San Diego homes. Now we're pretending that I'm a buyer, and you'll notice, okay, what pops up here? Condo for sale, condo, blah, 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 house for sale. And I can just scroll down, and these are all houses and condos for sale. Now, what you probably aren't aware of, and which your buyers certainly aren't aware of, is the fact that these homes are, first of all, you can see the newest, and then we have over here featured homes, right? These are coming soon, they're not up yet. We have cheapest homes, so these are like rock bottom foreclosure type homes and auction homes, and then more. And what is more? It is really slow loading. So we're not even going to worry about more right now because buyers don't have patience for anything, right? So look here. You'll notice up here I'm looking at listing type: for sale, by agent, by owner, by new construction. All these are showing right over here on our list here and on these little bubbles over here. Now, to find you, let's assume you're considering selling your house by owner, right? And you can see there's significantly less people doing that here in San Diego than there are people by agent. But that's okay. These folks just don't know any better yet. But you do, because you're smart and you're willing to invest in yourself and your ability to learn how to do this by owner. So I'm going to unclick all of these just so we can check a couple of things out. And you'll notice now, undo these guys. So all we're looking at now is by owner homes. So let's come over here on the right side and check out one of these for sale by owners. Let's see what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, and see what we can learn from them. So first of all, you'll notice there's no picture here of their house. That is a huge, huge no-no, because if I'm buying a house, I want to know what the heck it looks like. Now you'll notice here it says 378 square feet. So this is just kind of something's weird. I don't know what this is, but you can tell this is done by an amateur, right? Because there's no picture of anything. So people will normally click right off. But another thing I want to draw your attention to is get more information. It's got this guy right here. Now we know this is a for sale by owner. If you're trying to sell your house on your own, you do not want to have an agent capture your buyer, right? We have 3 agents right here. Boom, premier agent. That makes them sound fancy and like an expert. If you put in your name, phone number, and email address as a buyer contact, well, guess what? That buyer lead is now going to Brian Garrity, or this guy, one of these agents. So if you're the seller, you just gave away a buyer lead by posting on Zillow. Now you're saying, well, that person might not have found me if I wasn't on Zillow, and you're absolutely right. Zillow is a huge search engine. That's where a lot of people will have the opportunity to find you. So when you post your home on Zillow, you have to make sure you do it the correct way. And one thing here is, notice the property owner's information is right here, and that looks like a local phone number. For you to post your own personal phone number or even your business phone number on there, you are going to set yourself up for huge headaches and misfortune, because what happens is there's a good portion of agents, and it's usually the most aggressive agents coupled with the most youngest, kind of hard-headed, stupidest agents too, that are going to look for this list right here. They're going to go on Zillow, say for sale by owner, and they're going to just start calling all these for sale by owners, and they're going to call them every day for the rest of eternity, because they know that most of these people really don't know how to sell their home on their own. They're going to end up listing with an agent, and a smart agent knows, hey, if I'm the one calling these people, there's a better chance that I will get that listing. And I'll be honest with you guys, that's how I got a lot of business when I was in the industry as an agent and I was trying to build my business. I would call for sale by owners because they're the low-hanging fruit. We know they're trying to sell their house. We know they want to get it sold, but most of them are going to fail because they don't really know how to market their home properly. And that's where an agent can make money, come in and show them how to do it after they've given up and after they've gotten hammered. Because if you're putting your phone number on here, agents are going to call you relentlessly. Oh, I got a buyer. Hey, you don't know what you're doing. You're stupid. Let me show you how to sell your house. I'm the best in the business. Oh, and you'll hear it. I know it sounds crazy, but if you've done it before, you know what I'm saying is true. Because that's the first thing you start to hear from home sellers is like, oh, are you an agent? That's the first question they ask after a while, because then they know like, oh, they're just getting slammed by agents nonstop. Sometimes I've talked to people that have said like, oh, we've had 50 calls today, and they're not exaggerating. They're literally just getting that many calls a day from agents trying to get them to list their home. So my first big secret to you is do not put your real phone number in your listing for Zillow. Put either a Google Voice number, or if you want an 800 number, toll-free extension, you can let us know. We'll rent you one for $7 a month, I think. Very, very affordable, and just that extra layer of protection. People will call this number for years sometimes after it's been off of here, and I've had people tell me that. So just be safe with that. You don't want some of these crazies getting your phone number anyway. Okay, let's look at another one. So this one's a little better. We got a picture of the house right there. And get more information, call this number. So this one doesn't have all these other advertisements. Now, I'm going to show you guys something really, really stealth here. Okay, we got the picture here. That's good. You can tell it's kind of a fixer-upper. We got just this going right here. So now, this is an auction. Okay, so we already know it's kind of weird. But notice here in the facts, view virtual tour. A lot of buyers are going to click on that. Now, I've talked to some sellers and say, oh, virtual tours are so ugly and stupid, I don't want one. Okay, fine. But you know what? Some of your buyers do. And are you going to turn down people that would buy your house because you don't like virtual tours? I don't think so. So notice here, this is a real estate agent's site. He's actually, even though it said for sale by owner, either he's the owner or he misposted it. But I want you to notice, here is it's a really, it's a virtual tour with only one picture, but contact this person. You put in your phone number, your email address. Now, this right here, I or Mike or our team, we will build you this same virtual tour, and you don't have to list with us. You don't have to list with an agent. We're just gonna do this as a marketing deal, if you like, where there's no listing involved. And you can post this yourself. This will be your contact information, and this lead will go directly to you. So this is a huge, huge important concept. If I'm doing a regular, just kind of putting my home up here as a for sale by owner on Zillow, and I think I'm going to save all this money, and what actually happens is I post my home on Zillow, somebody loves my home, they're so excited, and they go to fill out this information, and then boom, this agent gets their information. What just happened to you, Mr. Property Owner, Mrs. Property Owner, is you just gave away 2.5 to 3% of your home sale price to this agent. Why? Because they are paying to be listed here, right? That's how Zillow makes their money, at least some of their money. So if now this agent has your buyer and they want to get paid, right? They want to show your house, but they want to get paid. They're not going to do it for free. So now you are in the position to decide, okay, do I want to cooperate with agents? Meaning, am I willing to pay a buyer's agent money to bring me a buyer, a commission, usually 2.5 or 3%? Or am I going to try to find my own buyer that is not represented by an agent? That's a decision only you can make, of course. Here's my 2 cents on it. If you want to sell it without, if you want to find a buyer that does not have agent representation, you're going to have to be really smart about this, and you have to really do this stuff right. and you have to be willing to invest in it, because if you're not, then you're just going to kind of like do what most probably 80-90% of for sale by owners do, which is kind of, excuse the term, half-ass it, and think that they're just going to get lucky and do it and it's just going to work, and like, oh, how hard could it be? It's not really that hard, but there are definitely things you have to be aware of if you want to be smart about this, okay? I want you to be smart about this. That's why we've put together this system and these videos, is because I want you to know how this stuff really works. Now, you'll notice here a couple of smart things that these folks have done. One is this part you kind of can't get away from. Unless you're actually listed with an agent, this is going to happen. Again, you want to put your 800 number extension or Google Voice type number there just to protect your own self from getting hammered by agents. You'll notice here they've got the virtual tour, so that's very smart. And you'll notice this is a mortgage guide that did this. And this is a virtual tour. It doesn't have to be super fancy, guys, but the main point is, now look, how many other houses do you see here? None, right? No competition. You don't have 20 other competing homes right there. We're in our own little movie theater looking at this beautiful house. And yeah, I want to get more information about this. I put that in there and boom, this guy or the owner contacts me. Now, when we do this for you, when we build your site, this lead can go straight to you. If you want one of our mortgage guys to handle the calls and get them pre-qualified first, so you're not getting beat up by tire kickers, we're happy to do that. It still is not a listing, so you do not have to be represented by us. You still represent yourself, and this is the right way to do it. You got to have the virtual tour on there, and you got to have the lead capture mechanism on that virtual tour so that this lead comes straight to you. That's the key. That's how you're going to circumvent these 2.5–3% buyer's agents right here. So that's huge. You got to have either a custom website with a lead capture opt-in, or a virtual tour is ideal. You put that right there. Now, another thing they did that's really smart, we do this too, is giving the opportunity for your prospective buyers to look at your site on their phone. Text 878787, message tour 23 blah blah blah. Right? If you text that in, it will send this virtual tour directly to their phone. And that's also really, really exciting, because now it's taking them, again, it's moving them away from these agents that want your buyers. It's moving them away from these other homes that want your buyers. You got to get these buyers off of Zillow as quickly as possible and into your own space, right? Either your own virtual tour or you're onto their phone on your virtual tour. But that's the name of the game here, is capturing those buyers, getting them away from the agents, getting them away from your competition. So I hope I've beat that message hard enough to really let you know that this is kind of the secret game that's being played here that most people aren't even aware of. So let's just look at one more and just see kind of what happens and how they're doing. I think you're starting to get the idea of the main key points here. So again, you'll notice we got these agents, automatically property owners, kind of just like faded there. You don't really notice it if you're a buyer. It doesn't make any difference to you whether you talk to any of these folks, because as the buyer, we know that they're not going to pay the commission, right? That falls on the seller's shoulders. Now look here, for sale by owner, please, principals only. That's really sweet. I tell you, as an ex-hard-hitting, phone-hitting agent myself, I would just totally ignore that. Why? Because I know this person's probably not going to sell it on their own. I know all of my competing agents are still going to call them, and I'm not going to miss my opportunity to get this listing. So that number would go right into my call list, and I would just be calling these people pretty much relentlessly. I mean, not really. I'm not one of those jerky guys that would really like beat people up over it, but I would talk to people that have been talking to those jerky people all day long, getting calls, getting harassing messages, and that's how I would get business, would actually be to be the nice guy and just be like, yeah, those guys are jerks. I totally agree with you, and I can appreciate that you're in a tough situation where now everybody's got your phone number and they're harassing you to list. So that's part of why this company even started. I would be talking to people that are for sale by owners, and they would be getting just annihilated by these agents, and I'd be like, hey, if I could show you how to do this so that you're getting less jerky listing agent calls and more people that actually either represent buyers or more buyers themselves, is that something you'd be interested in? And they always said, yeah, of course, that sounds great. And that's exactly what the do-it-yourself home sellers kit is. It's all the same tools that I used to use and charge 5 to 6%, but now I'm just giving it straight to you. We're doing it for you. And the big thing is you represent yourself in escrow, so it's not a listing agreement. If you want it listed in the MLS, I'm happy to do that too, but you'll still be representing yourself. And that's it. And that's how you save the money. That's the big secret here. So I think this is about it, guys. You're starting to see the pattern. This one's got some pictures, which is good. You definitely want to have pictures, but you'll notice no virtual tour. So their only chance to capture this buyer lead is if somebody fills this out. And look, unless they're specifically trying to get a hold of just you, boom, these people right there are going to get your business. They're going to get your buyer. That's going to cost you an extra 2.5 to 3%. So I hope that clears some things up for you. Now maybe you're wondering, well, how do I get the virtual tour there? How do I get that text in, really cool text in kind of virtual tour thing? Well, I'm very happy to tell you the online done for you version, online done for you kit that we've put together for you does that. It puts together, we do the virtual tour for you. We do one that is a mobile. We do one that has the lead capture built in. We can put your contact information there, your picture, or just some random picture if you want there. So you're capturing those leads for yourself. So what is 2.5 to 3% on your home's value? If your home is for sale for $300,000, 2.5% is $7,500. 3% is $9,000. I don't know about you, but that's a pretty good chunk of money right there. So doing this the right way can really, it seems like it is a little thing. It's a little thing. If you know how to do your own virtual tours, or you know how to set up this kind of marketing, then by all means do it. Now you know the secrets and what you have to do. If you don't know how to do it, chances are it's not worth it for you to learn the coding and the tech stuff. I mean, I'm just being honest. If you're really diehard, you want to learn how to do it, by all means, go for it. I would recommend just buying our kit. Honestly, I know it sounds self-serving, but we've made this such a no-brainer, easy decision that I'd be remiss not to just fully implore you to get it, because it's the cheapest, best way to get all this marketing done for you, and you don't have to break a sweat trying to figure out how to do all this stuff. You send us the pictures and the information about your home. We'll put together the virtual tour for you and make it so that you can capture those buyers on your own. And I'll show you this one more time, because this is the other really smart thing. These people are doing it the right way. And okay, so tour it instantly. See how it's got these cool banners? We'll even do that for you, so you actually be able to list your home, post your home on Zillow with a photo like that has your mobile device virtual tour. And you'll be able to use this virtual tour. This will be listed on flyers. You can put those in front of your house. You'll be able to, if you buy the sign package upgrade, which I recommend you do, it's got your text-in number on the signs. So people driving around, now you're starting to capture buyer leads that are driving around. They don't have to call you and tire kick you and ask you stupid questions over and over. They could just get it all from the mobile device phone. Okay, so that's it, friends. I hope you understand how to post on Zillow now, the secret way, the best way to do it if you want to do this right and not get yourself beat up by a bunch of agents. And if you are willing to cooperate with agents, by all means, advertise that and put that in your listing, because agents do control a large part of the buyer population. They really do. And if you're not cooperating with them, that makes your buyer pool a lot smaller. And so you're going to have to really be on top of your marketing to find a buyer that doesn't, principal buyer doesn't have an agent attached. So you got to do it like this if you want the best chance. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call our office, 949-681-6679. Once again, that's 949 888-681-6679. Thanks so much for watching this. I hope this answers a lot of your questions and gives you some ideas about how to go ahead and do this the proper way to save that money. That's big money. So I wish you all the best in selling your home. Thanks for watching this. Again, take care and happy selling.